How are you softening some of the screenwriters that you're working with, or maybe you're not, that are either too defensive or they're too mamby-pamby of a yes person?
It is a balancing act. So I think that once writers start getting notes, and a lot of notes, they learn. They learn because you're going to get notes that are outright offensive to you for what you've written, but you learn to take the good with the bad. You know, I always tell writers as they prepare for the industry, go find people who will hate your work. Those are the people whose notes you want. You don't want the people who tell you how brilliant you are and how perfect it is. You're not going to learn anything from that. You're going to learn how to take notes from getting notes that are really offensive and finding something in there that you can use. What is the core of that? What is the little kernel inside that note that you can take and do something with and really move the material forward with? And listen, I remember this from my days of being a writer, getting notes and just getting infuriated and coming back and going, okay, there was something there. What is that thing that's there? What is the note giver really saying? So you want to really teach writers to take notes, to be receptive to finding that kernel, that truth that is in every note or in most notes. You also want to work with writers, and the way that I work with writers is not giving them the answers when they're going, okay, so there's this note and I'm going to execute it that way. Is that good? No. Figure out your way to execute that note. And I get writers coming back to me. There was one note that said this. How do I implement it? You figure it out. You're on your own. I'll sit with you and I'll brainstorm with you once you have the direction. But it has to be your direction. And that's where you have to listen to your inner writer, right? You have to really foster your talent, your sensibilities. Of course, it has to be malleable. You have to be able to work with other people's sensibilities. But the key to being a great writer is taking other people's ideas and making them your own, and falling just as in love with them and being just as invested in them as you would be had the idea, the concept originated with you. Because the reality today is that, 2014, 1,800 people, WGA members, made income in the film industry. Roughly 132 scripts sold. What does that mean? That means that over 1,600 people made their money writing pages, doing writing assignments. So how do you become that writer who does writing assignments and does it successfully? You're able to take a kernel of an idea and make it your own and fall in love with it and really take it and run with it in a way that makes other people want to work with you.